Hi guys, Om Verma this side.
चल अपने बारे में कुछ बता।
First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm a freelancer, front-end web developer, and Python programmer.
शाल आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड। आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड यार, मुझे सुनना ही नहीं है।
And I'm gonna teach you what is React.js, what is the main purpose of using React.js, and how we can master React.js.
समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो आप? समझ रहे हो ना? बस यही है।
So guys, basically React is an open source JavaScript library. Actually, it is not a high-level programming language you think like C++ or Java. It is just an open source JavaScript library which is maintained and developed by Facebook. So the Facebook Corporation pushes the updates for React.js and it maintains the workflows as same as the Google does with Angular.js. So don't think it is a very big programming language. You need to have a lot of mathematical skills to perform. That's not a big task. You can easily do that. I'll help you and I'll teach you what are all main things, what are all the states, the props, and the components, the functional components, the class components. I'll teach you, don't get panic. So guys, the React.js is mainly used for coding user interfaces, like for making UIs, which we say user interfaces, and the way a website, a web app should behave. Like you should make a website interactive with your client, and you should decide the way your website will behave with the client. Or you can also provide the logic through React.js, and yeah, React is used for developing single site pages, like a static web page, only a single site page which does not get reloads over and over again. So guys, this is all about React.js. I have told you what is React and who developed React and what is the main purpose of using React. Now let us go into it. And I know you have many doubts. Regarding React.js, like why it is in most demandable skill right now. Why many people prefer React.js over any other, over any other framework of JavaScript. So I'll be clearing all of your doubts. And first of all, let us go into React.js, like how React works. What is exactly React? I have told you. But now let us go inside and find that what is React.js, how it works. So guys, in React, you break a website into components. Like let me give an example here. Let us go with my own website, Om Verma. This is my portfolio website, and guys, for your kind information, this is not in React.js. It is in normal HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript. So I'm just telling you, and I'm assuming that you can also think it is in React.js, and let us think like it is in React.js, and go ahead. Now what I'm telling is, what I'm supposed to tell is, this is a part of React.js. Let us think like, hi, this is Om Verma, and this website is showcase blah blah blah. I mean, this is an introduction part of myself, who I am and what does this website do. So we can code this website, we can code this part, including this button here in a folder. We can name it as introduction and intro, then we can keep it aside. And we'll do the same with about part and we'll keep it aside. We'll do the same with the projects one. I have my 5 projects here. We'll do the same with projects, and then here I have skills. So we'll again do the same one. We'll code this whole part in React.js, and then we'll keep it aside. And now we'll come towards the end part and we'll code the footer one. So now what we have 5 components. We have divided our website into 5 parts. The first part is intro, second is about, third is my projects, fourth is my skills, and fifth is the footer one, the ending part. So in React, what we do is we break this into components. We code everything separately, and then at last we can add them. And the main feature of React is these codes are reusable. Like if you don't want to use my skills project, my skills file here, you can use in any other website. Like you don't want to use here, you can import this to another one. So that's the main use. So in React, you break a website into components which are reusable and can be used again and again, like we did. And the motto is very simple, guys. The motto is very simple. You have to just code once and you can use as much as you want. Depends on you. You can use it accordingly. So guys, instead of wasting much time in theory, let's get our hands on it. Now, I don't waste much time in theory. I'll tell you how React starts. So for this, you have some pre-dependencies built on your system. I guess you'll be knowing what is VS Code. Like the place where we write our codes, a code editor, I mostly use PyCharm for React.js. I know it sounds ridiculous. PyCharm is mostly for Python, but don't worry, we can use for React also. And I prefer PyCharm for React.js instead of Visual Studio Code. Many other prefer VS Code because of the extensions, but I don't know why I prefer PyCharm. But yeah, it's Python. You can use any of this, and there are many other websites. There are many other IDEs or code editors like Sublime Text, Atom. So what I'm telling is I'm gonna code in PyCharm, and you can code in your VS Code. That depends on you. So for this, for starting React, you should have some pre-built dependencies. The first and the main thing is Node.js and npm. Your system should have Node.js installed in your system and npm. So what is Node.js? Let me tell you. Just search Node.js in your browser. I use Google Chrome. If you guys use Edge or Brave or Firefox, go for that. Open this website. I mean, it's the official website of Node.js. Now, what is Node.js, guys? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime environment. It is not a language. It is not a framework. It is just a runtime environment where you write JavaScript codes, where you execute your JavaScript commands, and where you can see the output. I mean, you can write your code in your own system. You can write the JavaScript commands in your own system. You can see the output in your own system, and you can execute your outputs in your own system. And that's what Node.js do. So for React, we should have Node.js installed. And it is very simple, guys. Just click on Windows installer. For Windows user, for Mac OS, go for Mac. And for if you're a highly skilled programmer, then go for source code and build your own Node.js according to you. So I have already installed that. I'm not going to install again. I'm just telling you, you have to just click on this one, save, and go ahead. And it's very easy, guys, for running the installation wizard. Just click on next, and you will be going towards the installation. And another thing which I have is VS Code. Like VS Code is one of the best VS Code, the code editor, in my opinion, but I don't use for React. You can use for React, that depends on you. I use PyCharm, I don't know why. You can just click on this and it will get installed as you know. So just click on save and go ahead. And before you install this, before you run the installation wizard, just check on all the boxes. Like, I guess I already have the file here. Let me go here and I'll just install this again for you. I have that. No, sorry. Let me check. I should have a file of VS Code if I'm not wrong. Wait. No, I don't have here. I have PyCharm over here, but I don't have to. Okay, wait, let's just a second. Let us go here. Yeah, I've just done yesterday for you guys. Yeah, let's go here. Okay, it's in another folder. I'm sorry.
One eternity later.
So you have to just click on this file which you have downloaded from the Google, from the VS Code, and just wait for some time. It gets the installation wizard, and I have already done that. So just accept the agreement. If you want to read, you can read it. Then click on next. Yeah, this is the main thing I was telling you. Guys, click on, check on every box, add to path and register code, and this add open with code. This is the main one. These two are very main. I'll say check on every box, and if you want to have a desktop icon, you can check that. But these four are must and should. You have to check this all. What are the purpose of checking this all thing is? Let me tell you. Yep. So if you wanna open any folder, like see, you can check here, open with code. I have an option called open with code. So I can just name any folder here. Any folder like React, and I can just simply open this. I can go with open with code. As you can see, I have many options of opening with code. So what I'll do in this folder is I can code my whole React project in the folder. So I can do this, and that's very important for VS Code. And for PyCharm, it already makes a folder, so that's not a big task. So this is what we have. This we should have for starting React. I'll again tell you, we should have Node.js installed in our system. Node.js is the first and foremost thing. Node.js and npm both comes through this only. Npm is Node Package Manager. You have to install another packages. You have several packages to get installed in your React.js. So that depends on npm. So you should have npm and Node.js, which is very important. Then a code editor, either VS Code or PyCharm. For me, I go with PyCharm because I have the professional version. So I have this PyCharm, so you go with VS Code, depends on you. And then yeah, the next thing comes is extensions. So yeah, let us go with an extension called React Dev Tools. Here we have an extension of Chrome. We have a Chrome extension, React Developer Tools. Just search this, add to Chrome. Actually, I already had that, but for you guys, I'm adding it again. As you can see, it is offered by Facebook, the Facebook developers. As I've already told you in the beginning, like Facebook has maintained the workflow of React.js, so this should be very important. Just install that. You should also install in your PC for a good workflow. Then in VS Code, yeah, let me tell you some more extensions for VS Code. If you guys use VS Code, that's the best thing I'll say for React. Don't listen mine. I use PyCharm. I don't know why. Again, I am telling, go with VS Code. Go with extensions here. You have an option here called extensions, and let me tell you some extensions to get installed before you start React. It's very important, guys. It will help you a lot. So first, we'll go with the important VS Code extension called Thunder Client. I'm sorry, Thunder Client. Yeah. So guys, Thunder Client is, I guess I already have this one, Thunder Client. This is for REST API. If you have worked with APIs, if you know what is Postman API, then you will be knowing what is Thunder Client. I'm just telling you, don't get panic. Just install this and keep. It is for having a server request. I'll just show you one more thing here. Don't get panic again, guys. It's just API request extension. Let me tell you. There we go with this one. So you can learn about what is this client, what does this Thunder Client do. You can check all here. And next we go with another extension called ES7. ES7, I know that you guys know what is ES7 scripts, ECMS scripts. So this is one of the main one, ES7 React, Redux, GraphQL, React Native snippets. These are the best in my opinion. Like if you just want to write a code, you can just write the first three important letters, the three important ones. If you want to import a file, you can just type IMP, it gets imported. And for creating components, like for creating class component, RCC, the class extends, and then RFC for functional components. Yeah, here we go. We have RCC for class components. I'll tell you what are all these things. Don't get panic, guys. I'm again telling you, it's just beginning. I'm just showing that this snippets, this this extension is very important. And again, then now we'll go towards bracket pair. Bracket pair also I've already installed it. You can just install it again. It just click here, you'll get an option here installing. Just go ahead. What does bracket pair colorizer do is, if example like in React we're gonna have many brackets. We are gonna have much of arrays. We're gonna have much of objects type. We have many curly braces. So we are gonna have many brackets. So for that, if you use this extension, you can get a particular color for your bracket. Like if you have, like you can see here, right, you have a color here and the same one you have here. So if you don't put a bracket here, if you forget to do this, and then your compiler shows an error, then you can check where is the error and you can see the color. If the color matches, then yeah, you have done it. If not, then you can keep it. So that's very important. And now we have auto rename tag, the another one, auto rename. Yeah, I have this one, auto rename tag. It's like if you rename a tag, like I have h1 tag in HTML. If I want to keep it as h2, I don't want to have it h1. So I can just change in the tag 1. Here I can change h1 and it will automatically get changed here in the closing one. Then at last, you guys might be knowing what is live server, as many of you already use live server. So yeah, here we have the live server one. It is very useful, guys, to have a proper look of React in your browser. You can use this live server. So that's all for today. This is these are extensions. You have Chrome extensions here. You have Chrome extensions as React developer tools, which is offered by Facebook. You have VS Code extensions here, and you have Node.js installed in your PC, and then npm. So we are good to go. And I'll tell you what is PyCharm also. If you want, just tell me. I can also tell you what is PyCharm and how to have snippets, how to have extensions in PyCharm. That's not a big task. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you understand what is React.js. What I've covered here is what is React, what is the main purpose of React, how we can master React, and how React works, and the pre-dependencies should be installed in your PC to start React. And in the next tutorial, we'll go directly with creating an app. So it's not a big task, guys. Don't get panic. Just stay motivated, and thank you very much. Thanks a lot.